for like 30 days. Okay, almost there, guys. It's exciting. Woohoo. All right, we're live. All right, everybody. So good to have everybody here. What we're going to do over the next 25 minutes is really just do a meditation and a little bit of healing. What I wanted to do is to connect with the group consciousness of the people that are on and the people that might listen later on, and just ask what Creator is wanting you guys to know today and what we're working on. And what's really interesting is that I thought that we were going to go and talk to spirit guides, and what I actually heard is that today we need to go and look at the shadows. And a shadow is really just a part of you that either needs to be heard. And sometimes we think of shadows as like the negative parts, but they can actually be parts that are just hidden. And so they could be the part of you that is a joyful little girl. They could be the part of you that is happy or sad or depressed or just lost. And I don't know which part you're going to work with tonight, but we're going to invite her to come in and you're going to have a conversation with her. And that's really what I was guided to do tonight. As I was going in the elevator, and I'm like, oh, that's the meditation that we're doing. And of course, at the end, we're going to end with talking to your spirit guides. So what I would love for you guys to do right now is just in your hearts, just make yourself comfortable wherever you are, and just start by taking a couple of deep breaths in through your nose, down to your belly. And can I start by connecting with your energy and sending you unconditional love? If you're okay with that, just go ahead and say yes.
Yes.
And you're going to imagine this beautiful bright white light coming down from the ethers through the top of your head. And I'm going to just mute everyone just so that I can do the recording properly. And I'll unmute you guys after. And the unconditional love travels down to your belly, down to your feet, down into Mother Earth. And you're going to center yourselves in your heart and hear your heartbeat. And bring your awareness down to your feet, down into Mother Earth. And bring the energy of Mother Earth back up through the bottom of your feet. You can even feel your feet that are tingly. And you're calling in your loved ones. Jeremy's here. And it's going up through the bottom of your feet, through your knees, through your back, one vertebrae at a time. And as the energy goes up through your back, you can feel the joy increasing in every cell of your being. Through your back, through your heart, through your throat, through your third eye, and out of your crown to form a ball of light on top of your space. And you imagine yourself inside this ball of light that starts to go up into the clouds, into the universe. And from the universe, you can see planet Earth below. You can see your home. And you see other stars and constellations as you look up. And you go through some bright lights, some darker lights, some more bright lights. And you look up to find yourself going through a beautiful golden light. This is the fifth plane, the plane of the masters, the plane of your spirit guides, of your guardian angels. And you look up and you keep going up through colors that are all the colors of the rainbow. And these are the laws of the universe. You see this beautiful blue layer, which is the law of magnetism. And you go right past it to find yourself in a beautiful pink light. It's the law of compassion. It's the law that governs all other laws. And if you so desire, you allow it to fill you in every cell of your being, giving you what you need for yourself, for your life. And you look up and you come out into an iridescent bright white light, brighter than you've ever seen before. And in your mind, you're going to say, God, Source, Creator, whatever you're comfortable with. I am part of all that is. There is no separation. And you can see the circle of women sitting together. Chris, Rhonda, Lisa, myself, and a couple others that will join us. And in our mind, we're going to call in our loved ones, and they're going to come and sit and circle around us, supporting us through this journey this evening. And in front of you, an elevator door appears. And you're going to notice what the door looks like. Is it see-through? Is it dark? And if there was a message in the way that the door looks, what would it be? Maybe it's inviting you. And whatever you notice, just notice. And if there is nothing to notice, that's fine too. And the elevator door opens and you step inside. And just as it's about to close, your spirit guide joins you. And you connect eye to eye, heart to heart, soul to soul. And maybe you know your spirit guide. Maybe it's a loved one. Maybe it's Wayne Dyer. Maybe it's a monkey. Whatever it is, whoever it is, just connect and say hello. And your spirit guide asks you, what would you like to get out of this meditation? And allow yourself to speak to the spirit guide. And it doesn't have to be something that you share with the group. It's just what you share with your spirit guide. Where are you needing help? What are you wanting to create in your life? Or maybe you're just wanting to cultivate the feeling of being secure, of being loved, of being enough. You get to choose. Intention is powerful. And my intention is to let Creator guide me through this process for you to leave with what you came for in the highest and best way. And the energy of the elevator changes and the doors close and your spirit guide takes your hand as the elevator goes down, all the way down to the earth's crust like a thud. And it keeps going down to the center of the earth. And the doors open and you find yourself in this magnificent room. There's lights everywhere. You can see the stone on the walls. And your spirit guide takes your hand. He wants to show you something. And he goes to the wall to show you a drawing of an experience of your past. And it could be a good experience, or it could be a bad experience, or a difficult one. And your guide wants to show you who you've become because of this experience. And he touches your forehead, and the images come, and you are shown how this experience has shaped you. And you can find the gratitude for this experience, for who you are has been shaped by this experience. Good. And with your heart full of gratitude, you take a step forward, and there's a fire pit. And there's a chair with your name on it. And you sit. And as soon as you sit in the chair, the fire comes to life. And you can see all the parts of you coming out. And they come and stand in a circle. There are thousands of parts. The parts of you that is happy. The parts of you that are connected, sad, depressed, fat. There's no judgment in this moment. And out of all of that, there is an old woman that comes to you. She comes and stands in front of you. She is the wise one. You're going to ask her, for what purpose are you in my life today? And she might just be here to show you something, to help you feel something. And if you guys would like to know what acceptance looks like and how to receive from Creator's truth and perspective, in your mind, go ahead and say yes. And she has a mirror that she's pulling out. She wants you to look into the mirror. This is a magical mirror. It's going to show you how God sees you, what you really are, who you really are. You guys can see your greatness on any given day. But in this moment, you're going to see a whole new perspective, maybe of what's next to expound, of what is wanting to emerge in your life. And you look in the mirror. You have your experience. There you go. And taking your time. And the wise woman is pointing at something. What does she want you to notice and to know? And you take your experience into your heart. And she says it's time for a healing. And in front of you, this beautiful blue light just appears. It's like this beautiful tunnel of light. And you step into the tunnel of light. And you allow God to release whatever needs to be released. And to allow joy, love, security, happiness, joy to be entered into every one of your cells. And even laughter. And your spirit guide comes and he says it's time to come back. But first, he wants to give you a gift. And he hands you a box. And you look inside the box. And what's inside? Mine is 2 little elephants to signify that joy is coming, to trust the process. What does yours represent? First thought, first feeling. And if the box is empty, what does that mean? And your spirit guide brings you back into the elevator. And the elevator doors close and goes all the way back up to the 7th plane, to the plane of energy of creation. And the doors open and you step out into this beautiful iridescent bright white light. And you look around the circle and you see Christine, Rhonda, Lisa, myself. And Christine, you look at Rhonda. Rhonda, you look at Lisa. Lisa, you look at myself. And I will look at Christine, and in your mind you ask, Creator, what does this person need to know today in the highest and best way? And allowing the first thought, first feeling to come through. There you go. And you bring back the love from the seventh plane all the way down to the top of your head, down into your heart, into your feet, all the way back up to your heart. And if you're okay, I would love to send each and every one of you a blessing, and to send your loved ones a blessing of unconditional love. Okay. And you're going to bring yourselves back into your heart and into the room. And when you're ready, we're going to share, but I'm going to turn off the live feed so it's just us. And